this is Jackie, and welcome to the Detox and Digestive Health class. Today we're going to work on poses that massage the internal organs, particularly in the tummy area, as well as stretching them out. This is going to help move stuff through our digestive system, as well as help relieve any kind of symptoms of gas that's lingering around. So grab your blocks, a bolster, and enjoy. Let's begin in our supported bridge. So grab any prop you need as you start to work yourself onto your back. Bring those knees to the sky as you plant those feet. Reach through the crown of the head, tuck those shoulder blades in, and on your inhale, lift those hips up, planting your block underneath. Choosing any height you want, maybe letting those legs go nice and long, or keeping those knees to the sky. Close the eyes. And start to deepen the breath. Let's take some nice full inhales through the nose. And full exhales out through the mouth. Come into that breathing while you soften the eyes, the face, the jaw. Inhaling fully. Exhaling completely. Try making each round of breath longer than the last. Softening the mind as well as the body. Relaxing into your bridge. Throughout our practice, we want to stay with the deep breath. You may want to bring longer exhales in at certain poses, but we at least want to keep that 4-count inhale. If ujjayi breathing is in your practice, you're more than welcome to bring that in at any moment. Now imagine that the breath is like a wave, washing through your body in the motion of each inhale and exhale. And as that wave of breath washes over you, begin to scan the body out with each pass, allowing the mind to flow over every little nook and cranny, every cell, muscle, joint, tendon, observing all of the areas, how they feel physically and how they feel emotionally. As we go through our poses this evening, or this morning, depending on when you're watching, some may focus on compressions of the tummy, lengthening through the side. Some may massage the kidney areas, others the digestive system, even the urinary system and the ovaries. So be mindful as you move. Think how you can prop, how you can adjust your position to cater to those areas. Take a deep inhale through the nose, letting it go. We're moving into Bananasana. So inhale, lift those hips, remove that block or bolster, bring them down, untuck those shoulders, maybe bring them into the chest for a nice quick stretch. Before you extend both legs nice and long, arms up overhead. We're going to the right side first, so we're going to bring that left ankle over the right one. As you start to hinge to the right side of the body, either grabbing both hands together, Hands in prayer, you can do opposite elbows. Just getting a nice side opening here. Try to relax through the feet, through the legs. The eyes are closed, and the breath is deep and even. While you're here, scan the side body. Notice the compression on the right side, opening on the left. See how the outer rib cage stretches a little. Maybe noticing the stretch even in the armpit. Continue with your 4-count breath. Or maybe invite a longer breathing. It could be a 6-count inhale, exhale. You can stay with your 4-count, but invite a pause between the breaths. But try to keep the awareness in the side bodies. The side that's stretching, the side that's compressing. Observing how these sides feel in this position. Taking mental notes. Internalizing your awareness just a little bit deeper. See how you may want to move and shift. On the inhale, slowly bring the spine back to the neutral. Bring the arms out nice and wide, and the legs nice and wide. Straighten everything out. Readjust yourself. Take a good breath in this pentacle pose. Before we move to the opposite side, just give yourself a little scan. Notice the difference in how the sides feel, from the shoulders down to the feet, even the sides of the neck. And when you're ready, we'll bring the right foot over top the left. As we bring the right arm over, grabbing opposite elbows, coming into our Bananasana on the opposite side. Getting that little bit of a side stretch here. Try to relax through the legs. Come back to your breathing. And soften through the face. Drawing the awareness to the side that's stretching first. Trace it from the right ankle all the way up through the right arm. Observe that crescent moon shape. Notice how you're opening on the sides of the ribs and the belly, elongating. See if you can get that stretch in the armpit. And then work the awareness to the left side. Observe that compression, that little bit on the left side of the rib cage, the tummy area. Are you flexing your feet, or can you allow it to relax? Now observe both sides of the body together as a unit. Observe the difference in sensations from the stretch and the compression. And then try to remember how the opposite side felt. What feels similar, or what may feel different. You think about how you may want to tweak this side to make it more unique to you. You need to soften that hinge, maybe not compress as much, or you can even compress a little bit deeper. And while you're here, and with your deep breath, allow the exhales to draw out of you everything that no longer serves you. Think about all the things that you want to detox from your body. And not just physical things like anything that's built or backed up in the intestines or in the liver and kidneys, but also emotional things, mental things, things that no longer serve us, that we store in the body, that can manifest themselves as soreness and pain. Take a deep inhale here. Let it go. Bring yourself back to that 5 pentacle star. Adjusting yourself. Taking another deep inhale. Releasing. Start to work your way up. You may want to bring those knees in and roll to the side and push up, or give yourself a rock. We're coming into butterfly. So we're going to bring those heels together. The feet can come in. If you want more support, prop as needed. But we're going to be coming into a fold here. You can start to work on that hinge, keeping the hands along the shin line, or even extending them out nice and long. Either way, allow yourself to fold on the exhale, using a longer exhale to help relax the body, to help soften it. Soften through the face, the shoulders, the neck and head. Feel the stretch not only in the groin, but in the low parts of the back, maybe in the hamstrings as well. See how long you can really extend those exhales. Observe yourself sinking down a little bit further with each round of breath. Maybe start to lengthen those inhales and really feel the back body open and expand around the shoulder blades and the back of the ribs and lungs. Think about how you can deepen this. Maybe soften it. When you're ready, take a nice deep inhale as you roll the body up. Release and roll their shoulders. Maybe bring those knees together. Good windshield upper from side to side. We're moving into deer pose. So grab any props that you need, maybe a bolster. As you bring those legs into that M shape, we're going to be twisting to the right first. So we exhale on the twist, staying up high, and walking yourself down when you're ready. Allowing the belly to compress against the thigh. I like to keep my neck nice and long here. So I try to bring a block down. But you can also use a bolster if you want something softer to rest on too. Or maybe go into your fullest expression. But to draw the awareness to the area where the belly is compressing against the thigh. Observe that twist and that little bit of pressure and how they work together. Notice a little bit of length in the side of the lower back. Just observe and allow yourself to sink. It may feel good to have that longer exhale here. Exhale into that 5 count or 6 count. Using it to let you go a little bit deeper in the twist. The gaze could be down, it could be over the left or over the right. Think about how you want to move the neck in a manner that's comfortable, that doesn't invite an unnecessary work. In each of these positions, keep the mind focused on what you want to detox from the body, from the mind, and from the spirit. What do you need help pushing out? When you're ready, slowly push yourself back up. Or we move to the opposite side. We'll give ourselves a little windshield wiper, releasing anything built up in those hips. And then getting ready to go to our left as we make that M shape. Exhale as we twist to the left. And slowly working our way down. While we're here, remembering to stay with that deeper breath if it feels good. The longer exhales. Observing the belly as it pushes and puts a little bit of pressure from the thigh. As well as imagining our breath. Taking away all that no longer serves us. Out on each exhale. Everything we want to detox is being drawn out by the breath and by the movements from the body. Keep the face nice and soft. Try to relax through those legs. Maybe work yourself down a little bit deeper. And you can also observe the differences between the sides of the body. Which side is this pose a little bit more challenging, where you need to incorporate more props? Which side is this pose a little bit softer, easier to get into? As we bring balance to the body, you may notice you aren't doing the same expression of the poses on the equal sides. One expression may be softer, one expression may be a little bit more effort. And that is completely okay. Allow yourself to cater to the side as it needs it. Really internalizing the awareness in. focusing on the areas, how everything feels on a physical and emotional level. And just observe. Observe without control. Observe without force. Let all the observations just come in through the mind as effortlessly as they can, and let them pass, inviting any thought, any wandering idea as part of your practice today. When you're ready, take a nice deep inhale as you slowly work the body up. And just bring yourself to a nice, easy seat. You rock the head from side to side. A little roll around. A little roll back. You're going to be moving in the child's pose, which is a really good grounder, but also really comforting for the belly. Take any props as you need as you come onto those shins, bringing those knees wide, so the booty can rest between the feet or on the floor. As you start to lower the body down, resting the chest and the forehead on the mat. Stay with the equal breaths here. The 4 count inhale, the 4 count exhale. Observing how the inside of the hip flexors feel, the back of the neck, as well as the grounding from the forehead to the mat. If it feels good, you can imagine an imaginary root growing out through the forehead into the ground, growing longer and longer with each breath until it reaches the earth's center, wrapping your root around the core and harmonizing yourself with the heartbeat, the pulsation of the earth, grounding deeper and deeper. You're grounding through the imagery. You can imagine on each exhale, The earth is drawing out all the negativity, all the anxieties and tensions from you and taking it in so that the earth can recycle that energy. And with each inhale, you can breathe up that new life source from the earth, feeling that life-giving energy, bringing you anew, renewing all of the organs, the tissues and cells, taking from the earth everything you need on the inhales, and giving the earth everything you don't on the exhales. Maybe lengthen those breaths, but still remain with the equal length inhales and exhales. Taking in a little bit longer so you can gather in more nourishment. And exhaling equally just as long so you can give the earth a little bit more. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Let it go. So we roll that body up. Give those shoulders a little roll back. We're coming into our Sphinx. So maybe start to extend the arms down as you plant those elbows, pushing the legs back and letting the pelvic rest on the mat. We're working on bringing those elbows underneath the shoulders, and maybe for some relaxation in the hips, those feet are nice and wide. Spread those fingers, flex through those knuckles, start to pull the ground towards you as you push the chest forward. If you would like to take Seal, you're more than welcome to take Seal. And you're more than welcome to stay in your Sphinx for the full 4 minutes. But I will cue halfway through for those who want to take Seal with me. Keep the face relaxed. Observe where the pelvic, the tops of the thighs and feet are resting against your mat. Try to soften through the lower portions of the body. Maybe imagine bringing the breath down those areas like a massage. With each passing of that breath wave, the lower body relaxes just a little bit more. For those of us that want to transition into Seal, you can pivot those hands out to the corners of the mat as you flex and straighten those arms. If you walk them in, if you want to go up a little bit higher, or work on bringing those legs together. At any point you feel pins and needles or a tingling sensation in the low body, lower back down. And if you're like me and hypermobile in the elbows, make sure you keep a soft bend there so you don't lock and hurt that joint. Keep the neck and the head soft, the face relaxed. It may feel good to give the neck a nice stretch from side to side. breath even. Keep the breath steady. We're almost there. On your exhale, slowly lower the body down. Take a breath in your crocodile. We're moving into supine twist. We're going to slowly start to work our way on our backs and bring those knees into the chest. As we extend the left leg nice and long, we grab the shin, and on the exhale, we pull it over across the body. We're working on stacking those hips, working this knee and shin down towards the mat. As I bring the gaze over the right shoulder, trying to keep that right shoulder pushed down into the mat. Now, if I'm a little bit tight, I may want to bring a bolster or a block under here so that my shoulder can easily relax down while keeping myself in the twist. You may also take the double kneed variation or go into cat's pulling its tail variation or twisted root if those are part of your practice. Or you can just stay here with me as you observe the twist on this side through the belly, through the thighs, the legs, as well as the shoulders and the neck. Try to keep that left shoulder away from the ear. And invite your deeper breath here, that longer, steadier exhale. Think about where your edge is in this twist, how you may want to go a little bit deeper. On the inhale, bring the gaze to the midline. You start to draw that knee to the sky. Bring both into the chest. Lengthen through the crown of the head and the neck. Let the lower lumbar lift and stretch. Maybe readjust yourself on your mat if you're like me and shift a little. And then slowly extending the opposite leg nice and long as you guide the hip over, stacking it down. And bringing the gaze now over the left shoulder. Staying with the longer exhale here, trying to soften, twist a little bit deeper. Observe the differences in the sides of the body. How does this side of the twist feel in comparison to the opposite? Is it easier? Is it harder? Or is it about the same? Propping this side, making it deeper, or more relaxing as you see fit. Or maybe just soften the legs and try to sink into the stillness. See how you might want to take this pose a little bit deeper. Twisting a little bit further. Really wringing out the digestive tract, as well as the liver and the kidneys. Keep breathing. Keep internalizing. When you're ready, take a nice deep inhale. Let it go. Slowly move the gaze and the knee to the midline, drawing both knees into the chest. Straighten out the back, the spine, the neck. Observe the differences in the sides of the body. Maybe give yourself a little rock from side to side. And a little rock forwards and backs until you're up in a nice seated position. Now, we're going to be moving into Dragonfly, which is a harder one for me because I have tight hamstrings. So I'm going to take a different variation. But it's a nice wide-legged split, as wide as you can comfortably go. Inhale, reach through the head. As you exhale, find your hinge. Again, this is a little uncomfortable. So I'm going to actually bring my heels in a little bit closer so I can bring the body down a little bit easier, releasing some of the tension in my hammies. And take this variation as my Dragonfly. Take either variation that's good for you. If you can work that chest all the way down to the ground, those legs nice and flat, that is awesome, and I would love to see it. Or if you're in any variation like I am, that's okay. For those that want to take the half Dragonfly, you're more than welcome to do so. Just cue yourself at 2 minutes through. But try to go with that deeper breath here, letting the body relax you down. If this pose is not challenging and you want to be a little bit more restored or a little bit softer here, then stay with the equal breaths, the equal length inhales, and the equal length exhales. And you're always welcome to come up, readjust yourself, folding back down. Remember, these poses do not need to be stagnant. You can invite in movement to help find that new edge. Again, never be afraid to bring the prop to help you find a better expression. I was experiencing a little bit of tightness in my back, so I brought a blanket right underneath the hip, giving it a little bit of elevation, easing that back area a little. On the inhale, slowly roll the body up, leaning with the crown of the head. We're working down into our Shavasana, so grab anything you may want to help make this extra juicy for you. Maybe give yourself a little neck rolls from side to side, maybe a little bit of shoulder rolls. And when you're ready, you can slowly work yourself onto your back. And give yourself a few deep breaths once you're there. making each breath longer than the last. Steadier and deeper. More and more relaxed with each round. Do a few rounds of that breath until the body naturally goes to the effortless breathing. Take the little shifts, the little adjustments. Soften through the face, the arms, the legs, the back, the hips. Allow yourself to let go. Drifting deeper and deeper into the state of stillness. Deeper and deeper you sink and drift. And let go. Slowly begin to come aware to the breath. Observe the inhales and the exhales. The natural, effortless breath. Observe how the body rises and falls with it. Moving in time with it. Harmonized with the breath. And just observe that natural flow. Now bring the awareness to the crown of the head. And imagine a white healing light being drawn through the crown of the head, being drawn down through the body and out the soles of the feet. And then the light being drawn through the soles of the feet and out the crown of the head. This light washing through you in time with the natural breath, entering on the inhale, exiting on the exhale. And this light is like a magnet. As it goes through, back and forth, It attracts all the residue, all the remaining toxins and negativities, releases them, pulls them up, and brings them out, allowing us to fully let go what no longer serves us, detoxing the sensations and the emotions from the body. And when this light enters, it brings a new life force energy, revitalizing you, nourishing you. And when you're ready, as lazily as you can, start to bring some subtle movements into the fingers and toes. Maybe give your neck a really good stretch from side to side. And in your own time, you'll bring those knees in, pull them nice and tight so the lower lumbar can lift, and then exhale, surrendering over to the side that serves you, sealing in your practice. Maybe come to an intent if you had set one, or just honor where you are, here and now. Take a deep inhale through the nose, and let it go. While the eyes are closed, you'll push yourself up to your seated position, bringing your hands to heart center, a little bow in the head. The light in me honors and respects the same divine light in each of you, and all that we think, do, and say. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me in this. I hope you really liked it. A nice little detox to either start or end your day. Other than that, goodbye.